The forehand net spin inside out. Let's talk about that on how you play this shot. So being able to control the net in singles is really important, and you get a lot of chances in this area where you're able to play a tight spinning net shot. So let's focus on the inside out net spin. The grip, first of all, is the forehand grip. And when you play it, it's really important to stay relaxed, and almost if I turn my camera, you can see that I have quite a big gap here. So I'm able to only use my fingers to play the shot. So I don't want to use my entire arm. So when you play the shot or when you practice, try and notice how much your shoulder is moving. It shouldn't move too much. It should be quite still. And then it's the fingers doing all the work. So the racket position when you play the shot is important that it kind of points downwards that I'm having here. Because if your racket is positioned like this and you are trying to play the shot will only go upwards. So that's why it's really important that the racket head is pointing downwards so you're able to get the shuttle across the net. So that's the technique. A big gap here in your grip, then you basically use your fingers here controlling the shuttle and making a small kind of, I almost say a half kind of U movement with your racket. That is how you play this shot. Remember, the inside out, especially for right-handers, won't get as much spin as when you play it with your backhand. That is just the physics on how the shuttle is rotating in the air. So don't try to do big movements because you want to have more spin on the shuttle. Just accept that on the forehand inside out, you can't get as much, but it's really important that you play a shot with a bit less spin, but it's tight to the net. That is the key things that you should remember on the forehand net spin inside out. All right, so let's take a few examples on how I play this shot. So see here, a small racket movement, and when I'm pointing upwards with my racket, then it's not passing, right? So I really need my racket to point downwards so I'm able to use my fingers and control it. So we've been talking about this spin. I really hope that you learned something in the technique, and it is difficult. It requires a lot of touch, a lot of finger feeling. So don't be afraid that you're making mistakes. The main thing is that you're doing the right thing, because the more you do it, the more you'll feel kind of the control over the shuttle. So that was the video for today. Remember, the court is a canvas for a journey.